this by itself won't make you feel better.
I've always felt alone. My whole life. For as long as I can remember. I don't know if I like it. Or if I'm just used to it. But I do know this. Being lonely does things to you. Feeling shit, bitter and angry all the time just eats away at you.
Incoming at break.
What happened?
There's some latency on this. I don't know if this is gonna like crash or what.
Hello, I am Andreas Rönnberg, also known as Rumple, and I'm the level designer and leader for Cryofear. And in this map, we added a camera sequence, and you may wonder why we added that. And that's because from the beginning we decided to have Cryofear as a simple mod. I mean, when I started the project, I wanted Cryophyre to only be just a sick mod that I wanted to be really scary. And why you were taking photos was because Simon had like a psychosis or something, and he had killed his mother and went around taking photos of her. But we scrapped that later on, and we decided to just have this sequence to be a nice little thing, because having this sequence is scary because it makes you unable to know what will happen when you take photos, and I like that.
I didn't know you could go back in there. That's kind of weird. Oh, now it's gone.
Hello, I'm James, or Minwy, and I'm the programmer for Cryophyre. This nightmare level is pretty interesting, although it's by no means technically sophisticated. Like the rest of your weapons, your camera is shooting out invisible bullets, so to speak. When the bullet hits a wall or other object, it will check all entities in its immediate radius. If it finds the invisible object we place over the crosses, it triggers the event it's tied to, such as making the writing that's scrawled on the wall appear, or a hanging body or whatever. It's a simple solution for quite an interesting map.
Beta testing this mod was more than I asked for during the final stages of development. First of all, because it was so amazing to actually play the mod and see how everything worked out and was still getting worked on. But also because the mod hates me. I had so much trouble getting it to work because of bugs and whatnot, and no matter how many times I tried, I couldn't get it to function properly. This, on most part, was user error by me. I failed to update properly and generally lack any experience towards coding. My point is that you players and fans, I hope, have no idea how lucky you are to play this final version of Cryophyre. The work that Andreas, James, Georgie, Stig and Aida has put down into this mod is nothing short of awesome.
Oops. I don't think there was anything else in here, was there?
Hi, this is Stig, aka Dragonnor speaking, and I voice act Simon in Cryophyre. Being a voice actor for Cryophyre has been quite a journey, and I mean that literally. Cryophyre was one of my first projects as a voice actor, and when I started working on the mod, my experience was somewhat iffy. Since there's a lot more work involved in switching out the lines in a choreographed cutscene than just switching out the audio, you'll notice a very distinct difference between the first scenes, which were also the first lines I got to work on when I joined, and the later ones when it comes to acting technique, as they're literally years apart in acting experience. But at the same time, it sounds like Simon goes from being somewhat naive to becoming more hardened as the game progresses, which makes for good character development.
Here? Oh. Jeez, dude. Scares me every time, dude.
Did I get here?
I think I got like no, 4 more of these? No. 3 more. 3 more, and then I'm gonna start really getting into the speed running and
This is the start map, and it was the first map to Cry of Fear that was ever created. From the beginning it was just using simple looking Half-Life textures with very low resolution, and later on I went to my capital city, Stockholm, where I went around taking photos and made my own custom textures to make it look really like Stockholm and have a really photorealistic look. Then later on I wanted to make the windows in the buildings to have their lights on, and I wanted to have people standing there and watching you, but I never added it because I didn't want to confuse the players too much in the beginning. I wanted it to stay kinda simple in the beginning, not have too much shit appearing.
I want that, and then I also want this.
French!
I didn't know they did that the first time, and it cracks me up. Like, such a funny thing to add. Which one did I do? I did that one last time. I can do this.
Very early on in development, we decided we wanted to have extensive unlockables. Somebody came up with the idea of custom hoodies, and this presented a problem to us. There are so many instances of the Simon model spread out across the models folder that it would be almost impossible to go through every single model and replace it with a different hoodie version each time. I came up with a simple solution of replacing every single instance of Simon's hoodie texture loaded into any kind of model with an external TGA texture. In this way we can have many combinations of clothes
How are you doing?
without using multiple
I
models.
hope you are well.
Gus. What up, man? Yeah, I can't click off of this because this literally will crash.
Shout out to
There
Thegus
you
the
go,
666.
What are you playing tonight?
This padlock puzzle is one of my favourites in the mod because it's so intricate. It relies on many variables. As you may have noticed, the number is actually randomly generated from 11111 to 9999. So that means you can't just play through the mod and then remember what the previous combination was next time you play through. As you well know, this puzzle relies on a couple of things: gathering the username and the password, which aren't quite randomly generated, but the username and password is picked from 32 different usernames and 32 different passwords, and they can be combined. Again, so you can't just play through the mod and do the puzzles without, actually properly doing it. We decided to do this because it's just the kind of, we want people to see what we've made. We don't like the idea of people just running through the mod remembering what the solutions are. We want people to actually see what we've done, especially Rumpel's work on the churchyard area where you get the username and password. It's very good mapping. We want people to experience it.
This map was from the beginning made by James Winwy, and it was intended to be a secondary route to the apartments. But we scrapped that because the map was never finished. So, and we also thought that it was unnecessary to have two routes and it would take too much of our time to make it. So I decided to extend the map instead and add this little small town that you run to with those small streets. And that part is actually a replica of a town in Stockholm called Gamla Stan. And also the square in this town is a replica as well. And it's called Stortorget. And the church there is called Storkyrkan. And actually those sounds from the clock sounds from Storkyrkan in the Cry Fair is real sounds from Storkyrkan in real life. And I head there only to record those sounds. That's how dedicated I am to this mod.
You'll notice that all of the notes you can read in the mod come up as
What happened?
You'll notice that all of the notes you can read in the mod come up as fully bright models, and the reason for this is because there's a lot of kind of clutter in the mod. There's a lot of random papers scattered around, newspapers, bits of scrap and all that kind of thing. So to help players to easily identify what you can and can't read, we made the notes, just like the weapons, come up as full bright.
Roses are red. I messed that up too. Confused user. Roses are red and confused user. Six, 8, 13. Why did I do that? Not even just once. Did that shit twice.
What the?
There's like skins for this. What is it? Fuck, I almost went right past
I'm
it.
actually very proud of the work I've done with the ladders in Cryosphere. This was actually added very late in development, probably later than it should have been because it's quite a lot of work. This was after we started working with model-based cutscene cameras. If anyone's familiar with Half-Life mapping, they'll know that normally you have to use normal Half-Life entities and special objects that the camera will move to and from. That's very annoying to work with, and you don't really get a good representation or idea of what the finished product will look like until you've compiled the map and tested, etc, etc. So I developed a system whereby you animate the camera in 3ds Max and you see what's happening in the viewport there. You export the map to a DXF, import it into 3ds Max, and then you can fly the camera around as much as you like. Using this technology, I realised after looking at how shitty the ladder system is in Half-Life, where you just slide up and down, I decided I want to improve it by having a animated one. So I knocked up a quick animation, which actually ended up being used at the final thing with a few tweaks. This was actually inspired by Turok 2, which I played years and years and years ago, and that had a ladder system similar to that, whereby the screen would kind of shake around as if you were climbing up, and I was very impressed by that back at the time, and I just thought, why not?
How are you doing? I hope you are well.
What up? This game is so good. How's your night going? Making improvements. I got that first try. That is crazy, dude.
This is the apartments map, and it's also one of the very first maps that was ever created. And the funny thing with this map is that it's also a replica from a structure in real life. It's the building where my dad lives, and I think it's very cool to be there in real life and run around and play like if you were silent. And I think it's pretty cool, and it looks exactly like the building where my dad lives.
Nice. You gonna stream tonight? You usually play Fortnite, right? I think.
Incoming at break.
Did I? Yeah, I definitely did that wrong. I guess I could just bypass this, right? So I already did that the one time. There we go. Save myself a little time.
Hi, This is Stig,
Oh.
aka Dragonnor speaking, and I voice act Simon in Cry of Fear. You might notice that Simon doesn't really react to all the blood smeared all over the bathtub in the cutscene. And the reason for that is that in the initial versions of the cutscene, there was no blood. The guy in the tub only had the pill overdose, which made it more realistic for Simon to sound like he was confused about the guy overdosing on pills before he got there, but not downright disgusted at what he was seeing.
There's a syringe here. I don't know why I'm not getting it. Come on, bitch. It's gonna be like, ah. Oh, it was ammo, not a syringe.
Here's the guy who had SMS'd you from the beginning, from the construction thing, where when you enter the apartments you get SMSs like, help me, blah blah. And the guy who lies in the bathtub, he's the one who SMS'd you, because he has a mobile lying in the water. And it's pretty easy to miss it, but it's him who is SMSing you. And I from the beginning wanted to have victims who are trying to give you objectives, like this guy in the beginning of the apartments. He wants you to help him, but then he commits suicide. And that was the main plot for Cry of Fear in the beginning, where you are getting objectives from people who are committing suicide, and at the end you were committing suicide yourself. And we wanted to keep that, but we changed that when we got a voice actor for Sophie, and we really didn't make only suicides. We wanted to have a guy committing suicide in the subway station, but we scrapped that, and in the forest and etc. But we scrapped that suicide idea. And yeah, and after every suicide, things started to happen, like in those apartments where everything gets sick and shit.
Jeez. Why? I don't even know why I did that. Like, I literally know that these are all there. There's one there.
Those metallic bars are supposed to be like barriers or something that the monsters have placed. And we wanted the players to think it was monsters who has like blocked you in and wanted to kill you. Also that the boards, the wooden boards blocking the doors, are also that. And that's what's happening right after the bathtub scene, where you hear something hammering. And it was supposed to make the player think that monsters has trapped you. At that time, players doesn't know that everything was written in a book. We wanted the player to think that everything was kind of like a virus outbreak where people got insane or something. And then we wanted the player to think that maybe a gas, like the doctor is wearing a gas mask, and that we wanted to make the players think that maybe a gas was making people hallucinate and stuff, and making people crazy. But yeah, so that's the idea behind those bars and wooden boards blocking your way.
Nope. It's this one.
In the beginning of the project, we didn't have tiles in this place here in the apartments. We only had water being there, or maybe not even a water, because we wanted it to be realistic and really make the players feel like the monsters was trapping you. Before, the monsters looked more normal and less fucked up, but after we had played Afraid of Monsters again, we really liked the sick things that was happening in Afraid of Monsters, and that's why we added the tiles and like the room in the apartments where everything has like got a gravity at 90 degrees at the walls. We added that after on, just because to make it a bit more sick. So yeah, that's why it has tiles everywhere. The tiles has just appeared for some reason, but it's nice and makes you scared, I think.
Hit it. Hit the TV. Hit the TV. Hit the TV. What the fuck is she doing? Wow. She sucks. What is that? Load Q12? Fuck, what is that command? Damn, I guess I'm gonna have to go get that. That really sucks. Oh fuck, dude. I need to be writing shit like that down. Oh, I guess I can't. Remember, what is the prompt to load them? I don't know why I don't have that saved. Oh, is there space? Is that literally the issue? Why is it not working? There it goes. Did I just fuck that up though? Probably, because there's no, yeah, there's no floating things, is there? I don't think this will work. Dang, that put me back pretty far, didn't it? Alright, I guess. It's not gonna be the last time I replay this shit, so... Not like I really missed anything. No, it's this one. No, where the fuck do I need to go? That one. Dude, why? This game hates me so much. Anybody else that plays it. There we go. That was so bad. That was terrible, dude. 27. Is that a 1 or a 7? Two 719. Did I do that one?
I think this puzzle's pretty nice and it gives the players a kind of overall goal in what to do in the apartment, and that's unlock the elevator in the main stairwell. And whilst it isn't entirely obvious at first, there are a few subtle hints that we give to you to kind of guide you in this direction. One of them being the light above the keypad on the top floor in the total darkness, that should draw you towards that. The second one being the note where it mentions that he's disabled the elevators so that the kids have to come up the stairs. The puzzle, the key code rather, is actually randomly generated, and the reason we did this was because we didn't want people just simply skipping out all the nice areas that have been mapped out next time they play if they just remember the code.
Does this open? No.
Now this is a interesting case, those stairs, never-ending stairs. We added that for a reason to make the player really think it's not happening for real, that it's all really just a hallucination or just a psychotic moment, psychosis I mean. So yeah, those stairs are supposed to be there just to make it seem unrealistic, and that's a bit good because then we have a reason to add a strange boss coming over there.
I feel like there was a syringe down here, but I don't know where. Couldn't find it last time. Is that it? No.
Another way that this mod differs from Afraid of Monsters is that each area is now punctuated by a boss fight, and this marks a milestone in your progress. The reason we added bosses is purely because, well, we like boss fights. They all have some kind of strategy to them, and this is the simple find the weak spot and attack it. The boss bars weren't added until later on in the development, simply because we wanted a way to visually show whether or not you're actually doing any damage to the boss, which kind of corresponds to the whole weak spot idea. It's nice to know when you're actually making progress with the boss.
that?
Relax. I am not one of them.
Who are you then?
I'm nobody.
What?
You shouldn't be here. It's very dangerous.
Wait. Why are you wearing a gas mask?
I used to or something. I look like I'm gonna turn into one of them. I can't trust you. I don't know if you're real. Just leave me alone.
And this is the third or fourth time I remade this cutscene. For the first time, I used old models, the old models you can find in the very old screenshots with the
Incoming at
Simon
break.
that I made and the doctor that I made too. But those models didn't move their mouth. They were missing a mouth controller, a mouth bone. So the new models with those bones, they couldn't use the current animation, so I had to reanimate it. But still, the new animations, I wasn't happy with them either, so I had to animate them again and then again to make me satisfied or happy with the results.
Oh my gosh,
And
dude.
yeah, about this cutscene with the doctor wearing the gas mask. We wanted the players to think that there was a gas that was making you hallucinate and go crazy and fucked up. So we wanted the players to think that and really confuse them. That's why we made the doctor all strange and wearing a gas mask.
Save. I think it takes like 4 hours to get through this whole thing. So I'm gonna try and get that done. And then I might do, I don't know, do Resident Evil or do the Afraid of Monsters. I don't know how long Afraid of Monsters will take.
This mobile scene is pretty interesting. It's my voice acting, actually. My first voice acting ever. It's my voice that's coming from the phone that you are phoning the guy behind the mysterious voice coming. I recorded it by phoning my own mobile and making it loud so you can hear the voice, and then I filmed it. So then I went to another room and talked, and I was filming and recording the sound from my cell phone, and I just talked very strange. Then I recorded it from a cell phone so it would sound realistic. It was pretty interesting.
853214. What? 853214. Is that not it? 543214.
Hello? Hello? Who is this? What? What the fuck
I've wrote that down like a dozen times, and I still forget that. 5, 2, 4, 7. I don't need that.
Now, this place might be my favorite part of the mod, or my favorite scary part. It's so simple and easy, yet so damn pro. The idea behind this is that we wanted the players to think that they are chased by a guy with a chainsaw, and but there's really not no one there. It's just some sounds playing, and but the players really think that it could be a guy with a chainsaw because they have just met a guy with a chainsaw, the boss. So it's a very good thing to trick the players to think that they are chased by someone, but they aren't. So this is really what psychological horror is about. It's just fucking with your head.
Nope. Going the wrong way. Oh shit.
This area was actually mapped out by myself earlier on in the development when Rumple and I decided to share some mapping duties. However, he took over later on because I was too lazy to finish it. There
Shout
may be a
out to
discrepancy in
LMNT.
the styles, but I still think it's pretty nice. It was actually inspired by a book I found in my house about kind of London underground tunnels and sewers, which is, I don't know, pretty interesting to some people maybe. I don't know. But anyway.
You would think I would be pretty decent at this spot by now, but it's questionable. There, fuck you, man. It's the way I normally go. Just the opposite. Jesus Christ, dude. I thought I checked. And he wasn't there.
I really like
Kills
those
me.
caves in this map. They were actually inspired by a dream I had. I dreamt about I was walking around in some caves with some friends, and I thought it was really scary. And so that's why I added those caves in this mod. They doesn't really look like the ones I had in my dream, but as I said, they were just inspirations, my dreams. And the result is nice. It's a cool construction thingish thing.
Two 7-9. Alright. first try. That's gonna be a problem. I don't know how you get past that.
You really want to know this spoiler, or this Easter egg, do you? You really can't just find it by your own. Or maybe you have already found it. Or maybe you're just too fucking gay to actually find it by yourself. Just so fucking gay. Just so fucking disgusting, and just so... I don't know. I don't know. But, I'm going to reveal it to you now. If you use the lighter on the cigarettes, you'll trigger a cutscene. And that cutscene actually has a meaning. It means that... Oh wait. You take a smoke next to that guy who has committed suicide, and the camera is showing them both when Simon is smoking. And the idea behind that scene is that smoking kills.
Yeah, I don't know how you're supposed to get past that. That is terrible. I don't understand where they are. Like, they're supposed to be things standing there.
Hey! What the fuck are you doing?
Not you again.
Wait! Oh shit! He was
That was close. Damn. I need to jump on top of that one. There we go. Do do do. Like the slowest speedrunner in the world. One day I may be better at this game.
Now Now this cutscene with the doctor killing that guy with the saw, it's meant to make you think that the doctor is evil and bad. So that's why we made we made him kill that guy just like that with a saw, really brutal. And that's because we wanted you to think that the doctor was all mad and evil. So, and about this key swallowing fag, the fat fucker, I'm really not happy with that idea, with him swallowing the key. It's kinda funny in a way. It was not my idea from the beginning, it was from a classmate from college. And I just said, yeah, why not? I'm going to add it. And then I added it, and I can't just cut it out. It's kinda original anyway, but making swallowing the key like that, it's not really scary.
Sounds like some regret there with that part. Is that
I don't want to tell you why I made this. I really don't. I don't think so. No. I really don't. This is too much. No. Really no. No. Fuck you.
Okie dokie. There's a way to get through that, and I want to know how. Maybe I can, I think that was it. I think I screenshotted it. If not, I don't know. Yes. Drugs. I just wasted that, but oh well.
Damn it! What was that? Hallucinations? Am I going insane?
I was just talking with my nephew about this. I think it took me like a month to play through this whole game the first time I played through it. It was like a month or two. Which is actually crazy. I was saying I wanted to like speed run through it, but I wasn't thinking like legit get on the board or some crazy shit like that.
When I came to this point, when I started making this map, I wanted to make a bus stop, so I made a bus stop, and at the bus stop I wanted to have a map, because we wanted you to kind of navigate around the city to find your way home. So, but at that point we didn't have any town planned or any name on the town or any roads, so I had to design the entire city in order to make you use the maps to navigate your way home. So this is where we planned the entire city and all that stuff.
Oops. This part I don't understand. Like, oh, that I did it. I gotta like touch them. That's cool. I thought there was one standing there too.
I also started experimenting with kind of an organic thing that was kind of infecting the monsters. You see those red stuff. I wanted the player to kind of think it still was some kind of virus that the doctor was talking about that made you kind of crazy, and so I tried to show that by having those organic stuff.
This part doesn't really change. This part is so bad on doctor mode. Literally the first part is probably the worst. All of this.
And here I wanted to have something that was following you around, so
Incoming at
I
break.
came up with the idea to use a very fast guy with a chainsaw that we call Saw Runner, because he has a saw and he runs. An interesting thing is that there's an M16 in the room that he appears from, because it's very hard to get it. So try and get it.
Beep. Wonder how many people learn that from playing through and doing the commentary. Like, I had no idea. It's like nowadays with Google and YouTube, you can find everything a lot quicker. But even so, like with Resident Evil, it's still kind of the games that people don't really play a lot. Like this isn't really that predominant, I guess. Jeez, I almost missed that.
This park over here is actually a park from real life, and this park is located in Stockholm, the capital of Sweden, and this park is named in real life Observatorielunden, or as Swedish people call it, Obsan. And that orange house is Stadsbiblioteket and is very famous here in Sweden, so a lot of Swedes might recognize this place, and they might think it's awesome. And the cool thing is that it really looks like in real life. It's so identical. The only thing that differs from real life is the stairs where the red car is located. In real life, the stairs aren't really there. They are
Shout out Low
more
Appeal,
like
N0
where the gate is that you
RTH3RM1,
unlock.
Prince_Love.
But I had to move the stairs to that place because of limited half-life shit, you know.
Damn, I missed it again. Oh, I keep forgetting. That's like, it's not as limited as I think it is. I'm going too fast on that. I want to get this. I couldn't get it last time. What the fuck? Do I need to just run? No. Dude, why is the music doing that? I don't think it was doing that the first time. Fuck. Oh my gosh. Every time I touch that thing, it does that. I should have some music on or something. I think that would probably help. Instead of this shit. This is not helping at all. Whoa. Stay. No. It's like it's not working. This was doing the same thing on doctor mode. Like my dash does not work correctly. Overshooting it now. Dude, what the fuck? I just need to do that first part first. Alright. There we go. Jeez. There. A fucking time, dude. I literally could have solved that puzzle.
If you haven't tried it yet, you can actually press those traffic lights buttons, but it's a bit tricky, but you can press every button, every traffic light button, and it's pretty interesting for us Swedish people because those lights works and sounds and looks exactly like real life. So try it.
Hello? Hello? I can't hear you. Who is this? How did you get my number? Can you help me? What the fuck is going on in this town? You're... what? You're up on the roof? I can't hear what you're saying. Hello? Hello, are you still there? Ah, shit.
This park over here is another real-life location. It's called Humlegården, and it's also located in Stockholm. I'd like to mention that every place in Cryosphere is taking place in Stockholm, because that's where I live and that's where I've got reference stuff. So this is yet another real life location that looks kinda exactly like real life. So Humlegården, you can just Google it if you want.
Oh. Well. Shit.
This place, this apartment here, is made out of my brother's apartment where he used to live. He no longer lived there, but I made that apartment of that place in a way. So it looks exactly the same like the other levels that I've been making. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh, can I? Can't do that. I don't know how to make that jump though.
Sophie? What the hell are you doing here?
Well, hi, Simon.
What? I don't understand anything now.
What is it that you don't understand?
What do you think? The whole fucking city is crawling with monsters and
I don't know if
I
Joe
just-
Biden's still on or not.
I mean, suddenly you just turn up on these rooftops? What are you doing here? Are you hurt?
Monsters? Simon, you're scaring me.
Scary. What the fuck? This is just sick. Well, maybe it's just.
Let's talk about something else. How have you been?
I don't know. Just confused.
Not too bad, thank you. Better now that you're here.
Yeah. I'm glad you're here too, Sophie. I've been alone all this time.
I see. Sounds tough.
But what about yourself? Why are you here? Are you hiding up here from those things?
No, I really don't
probably show you.
No, hush, Simon. Can't we just sit here for a while?
Yeah. Sure.
Do you want to know something?
Yes. Yes, I do. I want to know just what in the fuck is going on here. Is it about that doctor guy in the gas mask?
Doctor? Simon, please. No, I mean about school.
Yeah. What?
Well, I don't know if you knew, but I always had a hard time at school. You were pretty much the only guy who was kind to me. I never said it, but I really want to thank you for making my life a little bit more bearable. You're a cute guy, Simon.
Yeah. Yeah, you did have it pretty rough. Thank you.
Yeah.
I guess I helped you because I liked you. You were one of the prettiest girls at school, and I don't know, I guess I wanted to protect you. I don't love you, but I think I could if we got to know each other better. You're so beautiful, Sophie.
Why haven't you said anything?
I never had the courage. I mean, I wasn't exactly the toughest kid in school, was I? But now we're here alone, I feel stronger. I've always liked you, Sophie.
Oh, Simon, I don't know what to say. I always liked you too, but not in that way. I always thought that you were just a friend, nothing more. I'm sorry.
But shit. Damn, so much stuff has happened lately. All this craziness, the darkness and the monsters.
Welcome L_Chips.
What up, Chips?
I think I'm going crazy. I'm so glad I found you.
I know. A lot of things have been going on lately.
Yeah, really. Was it you who tried to phone me, by the way?
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you. To get away from it all.
Shout out to
For
L_Chips.
what? Out here?
No, away from everything. Away from all this.
What? What do you
It's going good. Watch this. You're gonna like this, I think.
Well, what I mean.
Wait a sec.
Not this part, but the boss.
No!
Unless it's,
No! No! No!
unless it, like, reset, but...
Sophie. Why did she? What the fuck? This isn't making any sense. Was it you who made her do it? Why? Why? You sick fuck!
No, it did reset. Damn. Can I turn that on? Damn, I don't know what the command was. Probably not, dude. Damn, he like... I'll do it the next one, but he like shoots Joe Biden out of him instead of these like faces. It's pretty funny. Like, they should be Joe Biden. crazy, dude. They were like obsessed with him in this game. I should do like, I'll do like a highlight of that, I guess.
This boss has a fairly simple cycle in that it can either attack or move around, but I still think it's pretty nice. You have to move around quite a lot and take cover,
Crazy.
and it can actually be quite a dangerous boss if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, this is like the developer like commentating on it, and they got these little things, and if you click on them then they tell you different things about the game. It's pretty cool. I did the one ending, but I'm assuming that all the different endings have different commentary. Like, the main parts aren't gonna be different, but when I get to the end, it should change.
Sophie,
Simon, let me go.
I love you, Sophie.
I have to leave. Please,
I fucking love
just
you.
let me go, Simon.
So I got 3 more of them that I can do. And it's helping me, like, you know, get used to the maps and going a little quicker. Just kind of messing around, I guess. I'd like to get, like, an hour. I think I would be pretty content with that.
I named this building to TL Trading because I wanted to advertise my mom's husband's company, and his company is named TL Trading. So yeah.
This part scared the shit out of me, like, almost every single time. I didn't realize he was gonna be there the first time. It's crazy. I got someone, they were like playing through this, and I'm like, oh wait, you didn't get the gun back there.
Shout out Joa230,
And
the Uncle Bo, Sinner Games.
They went back and they like screamed. It was pretty good. Just glad that I could make that happen.
This is yet another real-life location. This place is Sankt Eriksplan, and it's also in Stockholm. So you can look that up if you want to see how it looks.
Oh.
We wanted from the beginning that you will either take the subway or the waterway that you will soon go to in order to get to Hansen Square. So we wanted to have like a different path to the Hansen Square subway. but we scrapped that and used both ways instead to make the mod longer. Otherwise it would be a little bit shorter, but a bit funner to play again. But we thought that it was a bit unnecessary. We just wanted to make the mod just long. So we merged them together, the both ways. So yeah, it turned out pretty good.
Alright, man. I hope you have fun. Get some W's. Rip. Oh my god, dude.
This part over here is actually a view of Gamla stan, and that is also in Stockholm. So what I did, I was walking around in Stockholm at the night, and I was walking along with the water, and I saw this beautiful view, and I thought like, shit, I should do that in Cryofair. So I took some photos of all the street lights and the view. So then when I came home, I made them into textures and started making the map, and it turned out very good.
I'm gonna see if there's anything up here. I'm kind of assuming there's not, but I didn't check this the last one I did, so wow. This is why I don't like this part. It's so bad. This, the train, the swimming, the flying books. Those are like the worst parts of this game. Wow. I almost had it. I should have waited there. Dude, what the fuck? How do you go back? This part literally took me like an hour the first time I did it. Oh. guess that answers that question. There's nothing up here. Could have just flew right through that.
This is Norrtullsgatan, and it's located in Odenplan, also in Stockholm. The interesting thing with this street is that it's right outside the college that I graduated in, so it's pretty interesting to walk here. The only thing that differs from the real life area is the bus stop. I added a bus stop because I wanted to make the player know where he was, so you know that you're in a college.
Even though he did this, I could not for the life of me find this damn mailbox. That took me a long time to find.
So this is the college I graduated in. It's called Cybergymnasiet, and this map was supposed to be a project that I made at college. It was a project where the pupil could choose whatever he or she wanted to make and just make it. So I decided to make my school into 3D. So I saw that as an opportunity to also work with cryosphere at school time. So it was pretty nice. And I got the best score.
No, you can't do that. Oh, I don't know why I keep... Like, I forget that key. It's the second time. I don't understand how that key gets out there, though. Like, it doesn't really say. I've got a long way to go. Oh my god. Dude, that was a little bit of overkill, I think. Run.
The station names sign here is actually just a copy of the station name sign that is in Stockholm. Although I changed the colors, and I also, of course, changed the names of every station. I got a lot of help from James, who made the names sound more English than my totally translated names was very funny to read them because they were so badly translated, because I basically just translated it from the Swedish names to English. So James helped me out with that, but still it was a pain in the ass to come up with new names to every damn station. And also there was like double the stations before, but I had to cut them off. I removed half of the stations because it just looked messy on the map, and also yeah, I just wanted to have it more simple. It looks better like that. So yeah, it's a lot of names, but it looks damn nice.
Oh, well, that one spawned out there then, I'm guessing. Yeah, I got the right one. The dude's kind of creepy. I still did the wrong door. You need to stop doing that. They're not giving me a break today. I should have been down there. Motherfucker. Just barely didn't hit it. Should play Freddie Gibbs doing the walk of shame. I guess it was that one. once I get to the next save point, which is here, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break and get some water, and then I will be right back. I will be right back, dudes and dudettes.
Incoming at break.
many worms. These things are like drugs.
This cat over here is actually the cat you see in the beginning, in the intro. You know, the cat that's walking by. So James came up with the idea to use that cat and make it dead. So it appears dead somewhere in the mud. And that's because James hates cats. And I agree with him. Cats are fucking gay, so I let James make the cat dead, and I added it in the map.
To be honest, I never connected that until he said that either. Like, there was so much shit that's happened between the beginning of the game and here. finally got that down.
Please follow Bite Handle Bites on YouTube.
What's your favorite gummy worm? Mine is the blue and pink or red. Go, dude. What the fuck?
I told you not to come close. Psycho. Oh well. Not really
James and I was discussing about having another scene where Simon is just watching and observing the doctor, where he is just being crazy, so Simon will think that the doctor really is crazy. But also no, because you will kinda understand what the doctor is trying to do. We're trying to like make the player think that it's still some kind of virus is going on, and we're just trying to mess with the player's brain, and so yeah.
I couldn't figure this part out for the life of me either when I first did this. Like, I couldn't find that area. Like, I found all that, but this was like... Like, even this, like, I just didn't... I didn't know that you could jump out this window. know where the big dude is. That should be in here, but... Dude, I'm getting so many of these. They're so disgusting. Legit, there's more. There we go. You guys got a favorite candy? If your favorite candy is those circus peanut ones, you're literally like a psychopath, I think. They're disgusting.
Me and James was discussing on how we could make the mod even longer. So after I was playing Afraid of Monsters, just for inspiration, I realized that I used a lot of backtracking in Afraid of Monsters. So I suggested, or I don't know if James did it, but we suggested that you should head back to the apartments. And it's a brilliant idea. So when you headed back to the apartment would get even more fucked up. And because last time you was there, it started to get fucked up, but now it's even more fucked up. And at the beginning we wanted the apartment to be burned up and was on fire or something, but we scrapped that because it will be too much work to do. And you know, I just want to release the mod. So yeah.
Electrolytes ladder. This is how we do it. I don't know why I did that, because I wanted to come down here and place that. I guess you could, right? There's no, nothing else I really need to carry. I don't know what that was. No, I can't go through that. No, I'm pretty sure I can go through. Can I?
Incoming at
There's
break.
something I'm missing there. I think. I don't know why that one's not falling. Oh. Okay then. Yeah, why didn't that work? Oh, I need to go through the other door down there, so through this door. Through that one, yeah.
This area here kinda symbolizes that Simon is kinda climbing down very deep down in his mind, and then he hears that this record from the doctor when it's talking about Simon's journal and all that stuff. So yeah, that kinda symbolizes that. That's why I call this map also for down.
He always goes back to the same place day after day, watching it like it was yesterday. Despite the fact that it causes him tremendous anxiety, he
This
insists
one?
on returning. He insists it's for therapeutic reasons.
Somewhere here it like shoots me back. I don't know which one.
The questions about his personal life, and became extremely angry when I mentioned events prior to what he insists on describing as Black Day. His school and home life were no-go topics when discussing these feelings and anxieties. He told me the other day that he'd been seeing hallucinations, but couldn't give a clear description of what he'd been seeing. Naturally, I didn't take him seriously. I saw no evidence to suggest this was the case, but upped his prescription anyway. He claims the extra medication helps.
Let's go, bitches. Go, bitch. Simon's gonna do all the drugs. Nope, dead end. The Gus Bus and L Chips, they're both playing. The homies. Dude, do I? Yeah. Why I keep doing that? So I should have enough room. I just need to run over, grab that thing. Back out here. I should play Minecraft. Maybe I'll do that after I'm done with this. There's the library one. I've been wanting to check that out for a while. Dang, what the fuck is going
Please follow Bite Handle Bites on YouTube.
I had that, but I did not. Go, dude. What the fuck? Now I'm dead. That's such bullshit. I thought I had that. I don't even know where I was. Where did that put me? Definitely not that one. Is that one? Might be that one. Yeah, that one will work. He was gonna go down the escalator too. That one. I guess I'm just gonna kill all of them. That would make it easier, probably. Maybe, kinda, sorta. Bitch.
the voice that is being recorded here, that is talking, is actually James' father, and James asked him to record some lines to kind of help Simon to find the correct objective. So that's pretty cool to have James' father involved in Cry of Fear.
I didn't save it, I don't think, but I didn't really need to because there's another save right before this. Right before I'm about to die. This is gonna be sketchy when I start doing this, hopping, all this shit. Oh. Well. That's gonna happen a lot when I do that. Not even speed running. I'm fucking terrible at this part. Like, it's just not dashing like it should. Like there, it's getting stuck. Like, what the fuck is that? Like that. That is kind of fucked up. Maybe I do need to reset the game. I just need to run and jump. That was scary.
وأن يشتغل في يوم ما يتربصوا سرول في الشرب سود نكيم.
Dude, don't fuck this up. Wow, that was close.
Those corridors here are very interesting for me because I had this dream where I was sitting in a mental hospital and I was watching out of the windows. I was looking out the windows and I saw this city in the dark. And when I woke up, I really wanted to make this dream in Cry of Fear. So I did it, and this is how it turned out. It's this corridor here, and you can look out the window and you see the city. It looks exactly like the dream I had. And this is also pretty interesting for Cry of Fear, because it shows that Simon was sitting in a mental hospital as well. So, yeah.
So he gets hit by the car. That puts him in a wheelchair. The book and the gun, right? No. So car, wheelchair.
This following sequence where you are getting chased by those upside down guys. This idea was originally to Afraid of Monsters 2, where I wanted to have a boss called the Hangman to follow you like this, but we made it to Cry of Fear instead, because I don't think I would ever make Afraid of Monsters 2 anyway, so I think this is really nice.
This is something that I still class as a boss area, but it's slightly different. There's no boss pass that should indicate to players that you cannot fight these things, and instead you should run away. All you have to really do is make your way through the maze to the exit to beat it. Originally there were no indicators as to where you should be going, and it was pretty much a case of trial and error. This was too hard, so Andrew set out the maps on the walls that you can use to see where you are and where you should be going.
You need to get in front of that one. Close.
Yes, he suffered severe spinal damage in the accident. It's a miracle he still retains upper body motion. From the waist down, however, there is no nervous response at all, not to mention the mental trauma he suffered. From what I can tell, Simon is a deeply disturbed individual who had mental problems even prior to the accident.
Holy fuck! Holy shit. That was close. Is he still there?
I missed something down here.
How are you doing? I hope you are well.
Hey, Center. How's it going, man?
This train station is also another real-life location, and it's called T-centralen or Centralen, and it's the main central station, main central subway station in Sweden. So this is where all the train connects, and it's the largest and biggest train station in Stockholm and Sweden.
I don't know where I missed the other one. Did you end up playing this, Center? If you do, I'll definitely watch. It's a good game. Oh shit, I went the wrong way. I don't know where I missed that other one.
Shout out to Sinner
train.
Games.
Sitting here like a fool. Feels like it was just a few seconds ago I was traveling here. No, think straight. I got hit by a car, woke up, and these things have been trying to kill me since. I mean, what is actually happening with me? Mom keeps telling me to get home, but why? How would that solve any crazy shit I've seen? I can't even contact the police here. Everything's just fucked. Could it be that I'm just hallucinating? No, seriously. Am I? Or is there something else? I keep thinking back at that doctor guy. Well, he is crazy already. Could he have done something to me? Seeing as he wears a gas mask. Or is all this just not real? I'm confused. I'm just very confused. So many questions, but no answers. I'll see what happens when I come home.
Probably be at like 4 hours ago. That's definitely not it.
Shit. My bag.
Shout out Joe at 230, the Uncle Bo, Sinner Games.
Damn it, dude. It gets like stuck there. Oh, wait.
At college, I was talking to some guys from my class, and I asked them about some ideas to cry fear. About like, I was talking to them about that I was making a train sequence. Then I asked them like, how do you think it should end? And one of the guys said, well, let Simon climb up from the broken train, the crashed train. And I was like, yeah, that's a nice idea. So then I came home and I started working on that, and now it's in the mod. So thank you from you guys from college.
The hell is on the camera? That was weird.
I'm really proud of this forest. I'm really happy about it because I really managed to make it so you feel like you're in the middle of a forest. And I've always wanted to create a forest like this because it really looks like a typical Swedish forest. And I actually made a forest that's on my backyard. I went there and took a lot of photos, and I came home and started creating the forest. And I'm very proud of it. This is a forest I've always wanted to create.
I don't know what that wall is there. It's because I'm not crouching. Now I did it. I'm stuck. Damn. I don't know where I last saved. Is it that one? Yeah, that sucks. good at that. Just have to keep redoing it. Probably just go, well, I don't know, I can always drop it. I don't know what that wall is there. Like, I've never had an issue with that before. I didn't save it there, and I don't have the other thing out, so I think he despawns here though. Hopefully. Oh my god, dude. So now I'm just gonna spawn there and die. That would suck. Double save there. Make sure it doesn't mess that up. So I think he glitched. I don't think he was like, I think he was like right on top of me on that save. Jeez. I need one of them in order to glitch this. Sounds really stupid, but there it goes. I want to see what's in here. from that. I can't believe they didn't put one of them in here. Hmm.
From the beginning, I had created this scene with the map. I was dropping the TV with a funk train on a funk breakable box, and it looked very shit because when the box broke, it just spawned a lot of gibs, and the rope kind of just disappeared. It looked shit. And the only thing to really make it look good was to animate it from 3D Max. And James suggested me to do that. Although I modeled the box, or I don't know if James did it, but James did the most work. I modeled the box, he kinda animated it to look like real ragdoll, and then Jordi helped us to animate the rope. So it was really a full teamwork thing here, which I really liked this part. Creating it was very fun.
This area is pretty interesting because me and James were discussing about having enemies which was falling down from trees. And I always wanted to have hanging corpses
Incoming
just
ad break.
falling down on you. I even wanted to have it in Afraid of Monsters, but now I managed to make it, and it's all scripted with mapping.
You know, I was just thinking, I could have probably saved myself a lot of time if I did, Jesus, it still scared me. The fucking... Still doesn't work. If I did one ending and then I just saved at the hospital, that would have saved me some time. But I didn't.
I've always wanted to have realistic lighting in my mods, and this time I managed to do it. And how I made it was I recorded some real lightning outside when it was lightning, and then of the video I recorded I stopped frame by frame and recreated it in a model. So each frame of a model, each frame of the video was a specific model, and the lightning you see in the model is the sky changing model every frame, like in the video I recorded. So I got it looking exactly like the real lightning from the video I recorded, and it was pretty tricky and also fun to do, and the result is fantastic. Welcome to Mölnberg Mental Hospital. This mental hospital is very interesting because it's a hospital from a real place, and that place is Beckomberga, and it's a mental hospital pretty close to where I live, and yes, it lies in Sweden. And in the 1930s, that hospital was the biggest mental hospital in the whole Europe at that time. And this building right here is one building of the many buildings that Beckomberga contained. And this specific building is the only building that's left from Beckomberga, because everything else has been demolished. So the interesting thing with this building is that it looks exactly like Beckomberga in real life, because I was there taking photos and stuff, and you can see in the videocast of how I made it when I went around there taking photos. So I made it in real time in videocast, so you can watch it if you're interested in how Beckomberga looked like in real life. And yeah, have a nice tour in this hospital.
This puzzle is kind of a nod to old school survival horror games, in which almost all of them required some kind of puzzle in which you had to reroute the power. In this case, it's simply moving all the poles, or whatever the hell they are, to the bottom position. Players can know that they're connecting the power by there being a spark effect every time that you move it to the correct position. I came up with this puzzle idea, and I was sitting at the table with 4 pencils trying to move them independently of each other, trying to make it the hardest possible combination. However, if you know what you're doing, it's kind of easy.
That was a cool photo. Well, I'm gonna drop this.
bottom floor, however, is fictional. It's all made up, and the one who designed it is James. He designed the bowling hall, the bowling alley, and the basketball arena thing. We decided to keep it as the bottom floor. The only thing that really looks like Beckomberga, the mental hospital in real life, is the other map, the first and second and third floor, and also the attic.
Oh, I should probably get the health over here. Jesus Christ, dude. I don't know where he came from, but scared the fucking shit out of me, dude.
What the fuck do you want? You're crazy.
Beep, beep, beep.
I can't. There's a big fucking gate in the way. You got a gun. The subway. The guy you shot. Remember? Just open the gate, will you? I'm tired of all this. I know. I have it already.
Apparently I can't drop it with his dialogue. Yes.
There. There's no ammo in it, though. Now, give me the key.
I hope everyone is doing well.
You crazy bastard! I'll kill you!
Dude. Why are they all doing that? The fuck, man? This sounds exactly like my vocational school. It's like we would have the kids screaming like that in the hallways. It's kind of ridiculous. Crazy. Oh, I guess I could use that. Yeah, I would think probably like 4.5 hours I'll be done with this.
The interesting thing with this scene is that you can either choose to give the weapon to the doctor or to keep it. And what it really means with this option is that if you give the weapon to the doctor, it means you trust him. And that's why you get the good ending. And if you keep the weapon, it means that you don't trust him, of course. And that's when you kill him in the ending. That's, you know.
Oops. Really? 511 7 3 1 7 3 9 7 3 9 7 9 What? What the fuck am I doing? There is 8 of them. That's crazy. I was gonna say, if that didn't work. What the fuck? The whole game just crashed. That sucks. Gotta redo that. I don't even know where I left it. Like the last save was. Not too bad. Q779. Curious how this works. Oh. Rip. That's how that works. That's fucking crazy. I don't know if the book goes that far, does it? This is gonna despawn. No? Nope, that just fucking ruined that.
Incoming at rate.
Got him.
Simon, the pills by itself won't make you feel better. You have to do something more than that. I recommend that you try a new modern treatment called cognitive therapy.
What's that?
Well, it's a set of exercises you do, a way to forget the past, all the bad memories and anxiety you have. Are you interested in books?
I don't know. Why?
All right. I just wanted to find out because I want you to try out something. I want you to write a book about how you feel. Do you think you can do that?
I guess so. I can try.
Oh. That sucks. Dang, I want all of this shit, but I can't have it all. Slabs there. Dang, if I leave this key, can I come back? put that, well, I can't do that. I take that slab with me. Ah, you're supposed to do that quick. Alright, let's hope that I can do this. If I don't even know. Fuck. So much for that shit.
I really like this lake because it's also from a real life location, and that area is called Kyrksjön, and it lies very close to where I live. So I went there one day, actually with my dad, and I went around taking photos, and he must have thought I was pretty weird. However, an interesting thing with this bit is that the water is reflecting the sky very good, and it makes the water look damn nice. But it's actually faked. The water is invisible here. It's only the reflection and refraction that is visible. There is no ground, so what you see down there is the sky. So it's just an invisible shader where you see the sky sphere under the water. So it's just nothing under the water. It's just the sky. It's just fake. The reflection is just faked. So, but it looks very nice, and it was pretty tricky to come up with that idea. And a lot of games do that. So this is not a cheap solution. So yes, I'm pretty pleased.
Hopefully you think we're copying Silent Hill 2 in this part. it really came about because I really wanted to break up the first person view. I mean, I just wanted to add some kind of new dynamic to the gameplay, and we felt that a boat ride across the lake in third person might be a really nice break, and it kind of allow you to get your breath whilst you kind of take in all the surroundings. It's a really beautiful map, and there's all the kind of daylight and forest and all that kind of stuff, and I think it's a nice contrast to what you've previously been going through in the cities. I think it's a nice little break. The swimming parts are another way to break up the whole first-person view run and gun gameplay. This is accomplished by simply the normal half-hour swimming code, but then we also add the first-person view hands swimming, so it feels a lot nicer and kind of more different. Those of you who are a bit more astute may notice that as you pull your hands to the right, much like a normal swimming, that propels you forward. You also may notice that when you get out of the water, your sleeves are darker, and so your gloves, to simulate them being wet. They'll gradually fade back out to normal as they dry out. These are just some other really nice touches that we've got in the game.
Go. Oh, that was like really close to me dying there. Go. No. Damn. I could probably kill him. I haven't done that. I know what's in that room. This is anticlimactic. I thought there'd be something. Why is it doing that? Sadly, it's gonna be a bit closer to 4.5, I think.
I really love this section of the mod because it's the first map I've ever made that's in daylight and outside area, of course. And the other interesting thing with this map is that it is right outside my house, this place. It's not really exactly the same roads and stuff, but it has the same textures and the same design as it looks outside my house. So it feels like walking around outside my house in my town, and it's really nice. I love it.
Dude, that is not what I don't know, I feel almost like the handgun would be the best thing. I don't know why it's not working.
Finally home. I hope Mom's okay. Mom?
Where's
Mom!
the save?
Where are you? Mom? Mom!
This is a nice contrast, I think, because suddenly you're torn away from your usual running, being able to sprint, jump, duck, dodge, or those kind of things, and now you're suddenly in a wheelchair. You can only move slowly, you can't strafe, you can't dodge, you can't do anything, and you've got one weapon. Hopefully it's a nice contrast, although I'm sure many people won't like the fact that you're now so suddenly limited in vision, and this is a somewhat slower ending than the other versions.
Oddly enough, this is one of them that most people choose. Or do you just get these two endings? They're pretty much the same, I'm guessing. Like when you do commentary. It's probably just these two, right? Doesn't matter if you do the other endings or not. You probably get the same exact one. I feel like that wouldn't be true because the male one's a bit different, isn't it? I'll do them anyway, but I don't know that it's gonna change. That so bad.
Hope everyone enjoys it here. Please follow the stream.
I wonder who they got to do the voice here. There's a lot of things that we're not gonna know, 'cause they didn't add into the commentary. Hey, my health is like almost completely gone. Really? Man, dude. Almost 4 hours. I would have had it literally just then.
Incoming at break.
Dang, I could have had that one. Probably get like one shot there. What are those? back and get it this time. Fuck you, dude. Got it. Nice.
I stopped myself from doing it. From committing suicide. But it didn't only leave me alive. It also left 2 police officers dead. I killed them. Shot them both. This was not supposed to happen. Doctors testified that I was having a psychosis. Which means that my punishment won't be too hard for you to bear. I have to spend the rest of my life in a mental hospital, where nurses and doctors are taking care of me. They let me finish my book, and it has helped me a lot. I wrote a happy ending, just for myself. I feel better now. I am more at peace with myself, even though I'm still stuck in this wheelchair. But I accept that now. I can never forgive myself for shooting those 2 officers, though. But I have so many supportive people around me now, so I think I will be okay. Dr. Purnell is mentoring me and is watching my progress. I'm lucky to have him. Sophie visits me every once in a while. When the doctors let her, that is. They still think her visits are too destabilizing for me and that it hinders my progress. I keep on telling her how sorry I am for making her life miserable every time she's here. She just laughs a bit and tells me to stop being so silly. But I can see the damage I've done to her in her eyes every time she looks at me. She found a new friend, one who is there for her and treats her right. I'm happy for her, though I'll miss the good moments we've had, knowing that they'll never come back. I think this is a good time to close this book. It has changed my life forever. The end.
I beat it again. Under 4 hours is good. Getting closer to an hour. I mean, shit, if I even get like an hour and a half or 2 hours, that would be good. I do want to get to where I'm doing this in like an hour though. I think it's possible. feel like this is one of the better endings of this game. Probably one of the well, yeah, it probably is one of the best endings. I mean, it's fucked up. Cops died, but well, that was another one down. I'm gonna raid out and then I'll be back on after I get something to eat. Play something. I'm not quite sure what yet. I'm gonna raid out to the Gus Bus. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a nice night. If I don't see you.
Okay, let's try it.
Beautiful.